This is Mr. Pritchard here at Southampton Middle School. I want to tell you about a really cool group of 8th graders about 6 years ago. They came out and we were taking a walk around the school and we were looking at the dumpsters. And the students were asking questions about, how much trash can fit in a dumpster. And it said 8 cubic yards on it. Well, at that moment, a custodian came out and threw a huge bag of heavy garbage into the dumpster. And the kids said, "Where's all that trash coming from?" And she said, "That's coming from the cafeteria." So those students sat down and in the cafeteria and figured out a way to make the cafeteria more efficient and how to avoid throwing away so much garbage. Turns out that we had 2 trash dumpsters back then and only 1 recycling dumpster. Now, as you can see, we only have the 1 trash dumpster and the 2 recycling dumpsters. This is the story about how they made a legacy and reduced Southampton's garbage by cutting it in half and doubling how much recycling we did, and also started a composting plan. I have to tell you the truth. One of the biggest problems that we have at Southampton is that kids buy food that they're not planning to eat or they don't eat, or they bring food from their house that they don't eat. That's ridiculous, right? If they would just talk to their parents about what it is that they will eat. We see kids throwing away perfectly good ham and cheese sandwiches, not a bite taken out of it. Whole apples go into this compost. It's ridiculous, the waste. You know that I believe Americans waste more food every day than they eat. Now, a lot of that happens before it gets to the store, but my goodness, if you come into this cafeteria, you would be surprised how many kids throw away a lot of their food. These 2 bins right here are for our composting. Turns out Veterans Composting comes to our school and brings us clean bins every week. And what we do is we set it out in the cafeteria, and the students put their uneaten food into this bin, and they are able to take it to their place in Aberdeen, where they allow it to compost and turn into a rich soil additive that you can actually go purchase if you want to. This is Southampton's cafeteria, and it looks a little different this year than normal because we have all these partitions set up to keep your kids safe. However, we do still have the garbage gauntlet that the students created those 6 years ago. When they looked at our cafeteria, they said, we need more choices for how to throw away our garbage. So when students get up from finishing eating, they have trash, and then there's the Veterans Compost, and then there's recycling at the end there. So the students can divide their garbage. Now, unfortunately, our kids haven't done this for a while, and so they're not doing a great job. The first day of school, apparently, it was a fiasco when they were given all of these choices. Please talk to your kids about what goes into trash, what goes into compost, and what goes into recycling. Very quickly, plastic sheeting material, bags, snack bags, things that are like wax paper, that kind of stuff goes into the trash. The compost takes all the uneaten food. Now, if you do composting at your house, you're not allowed to compost meat. But here at school, we can, because Veterans Compost can even compost meat. They'll take the bread, they'll take the uneaten sandwich pieces. And then recycling is for all the containers. That's why the hole is in the top. It's for the bottles, the cans, things like that can be recycled. The truth is, throughout the years, Southampton students have made a huge difference on this place. They have really left a legacy. They've rebuilt courtyards, they've built outdoor classrooms, they've done tree plantings, they've built bridges over the stream so that they can go out and use the trail and learn and things like that. They've written tree journals, and they've made signs for trails so that the students can go around and be informed about some of the things that we do here. And one of our biggest things is how we changed how much garbage we are throwing away at our school. Our students collect the paper and recycle that paper. Our students divide their own garbage in the cafeteria, and they put it in the proper bins. It's all our kids doing this work. And that's an important thing. It's a life lesson, something that we hope sticks with them way outside of middle school and all the way into adulthood. Imagine the legacy that these kids have when they have instilled these kinds of values in our students. Please do your part to reinforce the proper ways to deal with your garbage, like we're trying to talk about here at Southampton Middle School. Have a great day.